Hello and welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. So today we're going to get right into the Love Weekly for the sign of Libra. And if you're new to my channel, the Love Weekly readings are all about relationship connections that you have, right? A connection that you have with someone in your life. Now, this could be a reconciliation, someone old, someone new coming into your life. Could be the person that you're with currently, whatever the case may be. And however it resonates for you is on you. All right, guys, so if it doesn't apply to you, just leave it there. We're going to start off, Libra, with your oracle cards and see what kind of energies are impacting this connection this week. All right, so, and then we'll pull out cards for you and your person and go from there. All right, guys, so straight out we have Spirit of the Stranger, Spirit of the Sun, and Spirit of Stone. Wow. Well, Spirit of the Stranger, someone new, can also be a danger, right? A caution, right? Something coming in that, yes, it's new, but it's something you need to perhaps pay a little attention to, right? Don't be too welcoming. Spirit of the Stranger. Spirit of Sun, energy, vitality, and resurrection. And then we have Spirit of Stone, a feeling of being frozen and delayed, you know, this feeling of longing, being stuck, literally stuck in a holding pattern. But we're going to see how these energies impact this connection. All right, guys? So let's go ahead and get your cards out. Show me what's going on for my lovely Libras, October 5th to the 11th. I'm a Sagittarius myself, guys, and I have had more than my share of Libra lovers. And I love me Libras. I love Libras. I get along great with Libras. A lot of my best friends have also been Libras or double Libras, Libras with Libra rising. So I love reading for you guys. So I hope you get something out of it. Let's see what's going on with this connection, Libra. We're talking about October 5th to the 11th for Libra. Do a nice clean cut. All right. Your person is coming in this week with 2 of Pentacles, and you're coming in with 6 of Pentacles. Money, money, money. They see you as an Empress, and you see them as the 3 of Wands. They desire 5 of Swords, and you desire Queen of Cups. What needs to happen? 9 of Pentacles. And for you, Knight of Swords. So this relationship is about money, Libra. There is I feel like right away there is a little bit of a competition going on here. Knight of Cups we have at the bottom of the deck. So there's a desire of wanting to sweep somebody off their feet, wanting to sort of, I want to say, court. There's a feeling of wanting to court someone here, right? Perhaps get to know someone. Maybe not even new, but we have a power struggle here, right? 5 of Swords right away. I see a power struggle in position of desire. And then we have a lot of chaos going on here. Let's get right into it, Libra. Your person is coming in this week with a lot of chaos. 2 of Pentacles. You're coming in with 6 of Pentacles. Well, 2 of Pentacles is sort of flux. It is the meaning of motion and flux. It is the highest, one of the highest cards really in tarot for having to juggle your life, the material things in your life, your environment, the tactile things, the money, jobs, sustenance, all of that, having to juggle that in the midst of a lot of chaos, a lot of emotional chaos. You can see that with the ocean in the background there, where the ocean waves are just really, really violent and rolling waves. This really speaks to the chaos, the emotional ups and downs, right? So this is a financial situation that your person is going through that is really causing them also a lot of physical, emotional, I want to say, stress. And they're going through this. This is the energy they're bringing into the week. You, however, are bringing an energy of really being quite at peace with your financial situation. 6 of Pentacles is the benefactor, the humanitarian, the one who is charitable, the one who gives, the one who's constantly wishing to give more than to take. This is a conscientious choice that is made to bring harmony into the material part of your life, right? So the part of your life where you make your money, have your money, create, stack your money, etc. In all areas of our lives, we have, the tarot is broken down into 4 suits, and in all suits we have a 6. So 6 of Pentacles is about the harmony we really very much seek to have within ourselves between greed and giving, between charitability and having enough for yourself. Oftentimes, this is a very misunderstood card, the 6 of Pentacles, because oftentimes I see readers interpret it as somehow judging between who you should give to, but that's a very sort of, I want to say perhaps maybe a very Western way of interpreting. The struggle, the balance, the harmony here is not in deciding who to give to. The harmony and the struggle for harmony, because seeking harmony is constantly a movement, it's a dance, right? Is an internal thing with 6 of Pentacles. You're internally trying to find that right balance, strike the right balance between how much you have, how much you want to give. You and your person coming in very different emotional, I want to say, states that are being impacted by your finances. Now, how do you see each other? Well, they see you as the Empress, the divine feminine in this relationship. So I'm going to say, Libra, you may indeed be representing in this particular relationship much more the nurturer, the feminine. And this does not, we're not talking about your gender here. Whether you identify as female or male or what have you. We're talking about energies here, right? So Empress, we all have a bit of the divine feminine and the divine masculine within us. The Empress embodies, let me make sure this is focused. The Empress embodies the divine feminine. So when someone sees you as the divine feminine, it means that regardless of who you are, sex-wise or gender-wise rather, you are embodying that divine feminine spirit of nurturing, and this is how they see you. You are very much the feminine component in this relationship. You see them as the 3 of Wands. So this is interesting. Waiting for information to come in. That's what the 3 of Wands is all about. The 3 of Wands is patience, patience, patience. Somehow this person is embodying patience either for you or you're seeing them as such. I believe that to a certain degree you're seeing them as a 3 of Wands in a sense that you are exhibiting patience with this individual. It could be why you are also coming across to them as the divine Empress, because perhaps your patience is giving them a bit of nurturing support. But this 3 of Wands makes me feel like for you, there is more that you need. You don't have all the information, and you're seeing them right now this week as someone that you require more information for, and therefore you're showing them a lot of patience. 3 in tarot is the number for virtue, bonding, and loyalty. Patience is a virtue, right? To be steadfast, but you are eagerly awaiting it. 3 of Wands, there's an eagerness with 3 of Wands because you can see that he's standing there really looking for information that's coming as far away as those hills, right? So the eagerness is there to see the first glimpse of a message. Right? It's not that he's not waiting for the message to absolutely arrive at his feet. He's looking at the horizon because he wants to see the first sign of any kind of message or information that will help him make his decision. This really speaks to an intensity here that although oftentimes with 3 of Wands, we are kind of in a position where we're forced to be patient, but we want that information fast. We are eager for it. What do we desire? What do we desire? 5 of Swords and Queen of Cups. Well, your person is desiring this battle, right? 5 of Swords here is a battle of who is better. It is a losing battle. 5 of Swords is the tarot card for defeat, but 5 is the number for power struggle. This is a struggle that we have oftentimes when we are battling with someone, and the struggle is really with our own ego because the battle in and of itself is not good for us. But we maintain the battle because we want to win. At some point, we decide that, is it worth it? Is the battle worth it? And so with 5 of Swords, we have a little bit of an internal power struggle as much as there is an external power struggle with someone that you are at odds with. This is why we call it the card for defeat, because it's a defeat that we oftentimes acquiesce. We throw in the swords and say, you know what, you win. we're giving the other person a hollow victory because we realize this battle, the battle in and of itself is tiring. It is not worth it, and it's bringing us down sort of in the mud with this person. Oftentimes, the battle here also with someone who doesn't really play fairly. Right? This individual, generally, this battle that you have or this dynamic you're having is with someone that, you know, you're never going to win against because they're never going to play by the rules that you play by. And so it's interesting that this is what they desire. They're really tired, I want to say. There is something going on in their life, and they're tired of it. And I want to say that it could very well be something to do with their work, right? Could be something to do with their work. It could be some kind of battle that is somehow involving their connection with you also. I'm going to say to a certain degree, I feel like, Libra, that you are kind of waiting to see more about this person's character. I feel like maybe they're coming off a little bit weak to you. They may be also coming off a little bit inconsistent. I want to say that their motives may not be coming off to you well. We have Spirit of the Stranger. There's a caution here that I am seeing with you. And I feel like that this is also about the money. It could even be, for instance, that you're dealing, here's an example, you may be dealing with somebody who's doing financially, is really, really going through a lot, right? And they have a particular battle with someone in their life that is affecting their finances. They may be willing to give that battle up, thinking that you are somehow going to save them. This may be the impression that you're getting. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like something about their attitude, the way they are behaving, is giving you warning signs, is giving you a feeling of being cautious, not really being sure. I think this is why you have Three of Wands here, in the sense that you want more information. What do you desire? You desire to be able to speak to them, though, Queen of Cups. You desire to be able to have that sensitive connection with them. You do desire to be able to be honest with them and to share that special cup of love that only the Queen of Cups can share, Libra. However, I don't know if that you're quite there. It could be that you may be just being pessimistic about it. What needs to happen? Knight of Swords is all about cutting away ties in your life that bring you down, that make you feel like you can't succeed, that make you feel like you don't know what you're doing. With the Page of Swords, we begin to sort of fight against negative feelings that sort of bubble up within ourselves, right? Self-doubt, negative self-image. With Knight of Swords, we decide to cut away people, places, and things in our lives, ideas or people that we are either mentally connected to or psychically connected to in some kind of way that we realize now they are the ones bringing us down. So we've kind of mastered the ability to stay positive within ourselves. And so now with Knight of Swords, it's all about having those verbal conversations, excuse me. Guys, I'm sorry if I jumble my words sometimes. I got braces like a month ago. I'm still getting used to them. Sometimes I just sound completely jacked up. But with Knight of Swords, it is the next stage that we are mastering. We are mastering the ability now to cut out the type of people, places, and things that we do in our life that hold us back. Okay? That hold us back from remaining positive, or that hold us back from being the best that we can be, or that hold us back from initiating the ideas and plans that we have for our lives. Now with Nine of Pentacles, this is what needs to happen for your person. They need to very much more rely on themselves. Nine of Pentacles is an extremely independent, ambitious individual, a master, if you will, someone who is even almost alienated from those around them because of their blind ambition to succeed. Again, this is what I was feeling earlier. You're dealing with someone where money is an issue, and right now they're going through a money issue, and you're having doubts with them. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are actually trying to use you, but you are having doubts with them. And you know, the road we take, the road is windy. It's the destination. And I think ultimately the destination here is two things. Your person needs to be able to stand on their own 2 feet and make the right decisions for themselves financially and work-wise and business-wise to sustain themselves. Hence, they need that Nine of Pentacles. And yes, indeed, they may need to give up this battle with someone if this battle is affecting their finances, but they certainly shouldn't be looking to you to fix it. Nine of Pentacles absolutely indicates that everything they need is within themselves, and they certainly just need to tap into that ambition. At the same time, you Libra, you are feeling very cautious. You are having a lot of warning signs. And these warning signs may indeed be accurate to a certain degree because your person does need to stand on their own 2 feet. Yet at the same time, what needs to happen for you is that there are certain people, I believe, certain people, not purple people, but certain people or things in your life that tend to pull you down the road of negativity, that may tend to pull you down the road of distrusting or perhaps even seeing more red signs than there really are. And so on the one hand, you are correct to see some caution here. On the other hand, there needs to be a pulling back of the type of people or places, things that you're connected to in your life that kind of do this on a much more chronic basis, right? Because I do feel like that there is a love connection here. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. And we're going to call this reading, Libra. I don't want it to be too long. Interesting reading, very specific. You both have lessons to learn, and the lessons are similar. You're on the right page, but sometimes things aren't exactly, I want to say, the spirit of the dragonfly comes to mind for me in terms of animal spirits, in a sense that you're Lord of Light and Illusion and Lord of the Mind. There are things here at play that are accurate, and there are also things here that are at play that are not necessarily as accurate as you expect them to be. Gemini, as I say, yes, there are warning signs, but sometimes there are too many warning signs that are being perpetrated by the people that are around you, and so a fine balance needs to be brought. We have the Magician, Talent, Four of Swords, Truce, and Death, Change. So there's your change and letting go. Yes, Death and the Knight of Swords coming in, and so this is clearly the death, the death I was talking about earlier in terms of cutting away certain people, places, things, ties that you have that hold you back. There is a death that needs to happen there. And that's what death is all about in terms of a letting go, something ceasing to be there, ceasing to exist in that form, right? And it can feel painful, right? That's, that letting go, that cutting away, but it is necessary. And then we also have Magician and Four of Swords. So this Magician being the highest card in the tarot for talent, the ability, the natural abilities and talents that we all have, and how we sort of like have these abilities and talents really work together, right? To create something out of nothing, to make life seem as though you are a magician, right? This is when we are using our talents and our skills at our best. And so I think this really speaks to what I was talking about also in the reading, that both of you have these very special talents that you really need to pull on right now. Certainly your person needs to, with the issues and stresses that they're going through financially, right? They can, with that Nine of Pentacles is what I was talking about earlier in terms of like digging into that ambitious streak that they have, the mastery that they have. They have everything they need, and they don't need to depend on anyone else, right? Certainly, they don't really need to depend on you, whether or not they truly are or not. Again, there is this feeling here, like I said, of caution, and the caution is there to achieve a different purpose. It isn't really so much a feeling that this person is deceiving you, but almost kind of like a tough love, right? Forcing them to dig in and really pull on their abilities to get them out of this situation. And at the same time, also dealing with these parts of your life, Libra, that continue to a certain degree, if you're resonating with this reading, I would say, that continue in a very chronic way to lead you down a pessimistic road, to lead you down a road of distrust, right? So that this feeling of constant warning, caution, not being able to trust somebody, sometimes that feeling is happening a little bit too much. And so this is the change almost that you are going through this week also. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. This is your reading, Libra. I hope you enjoyed it. There are kids playing outside on my street, so if you hear that screaming in the background, it's just, that's what it is. Living in Center City, Philly. All right, guys. But for right now, Libra, you know how much I love you. You have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I'll see you guys at your next reading. Bye-bye now.